Hey, you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south. And today we're going to be heading over to Chimney Rock, North Carolina, more specifically Chimney Rock State Park. Now, last fall, this area of the country, western North Carolina, was absolutely devastated by a Hurricane Helene. It came through. Most notably, like on the news, you saw a lot of destruction in the city of Asheville. I myself have gone out and documented some of the damage to Asheville, but also to the small surrounding towns. You hear a lot about Asheville, but some of the small communities were even probably more devastated than Asheville. And to put into words the amount of devastation that the hurricane brought, it's hard to do. Entire communities wiped out, entire roads, 2 different communities wiped out, and they are still rebuilding, very much in some situations still just digging out. This happened last fall, and one of the communities that was hit the hardest was Chimney Rock, North Carolina. I remember seeing the videos. People from Chimney Rock were saying simply that their community was gone. I saw videos of buildings washed away, roads washed away. People were essentially just trapped. The road to their community just completely gone. And Chimney Rock is a tourist, little tourist area. Most notably, Chimney Rock State Park, a really magnificent rock formation, kind of iconic to the area, is there. And the community, the tourist community, kind of built around that attraction. So when I saw the damage, when I saw what had happened there, I thought that Chimney Rock may never open back up. The state park, the Chimney Rock State Park, with the rock formation. I didn't know if I would ever get back over there, but something happened, and they opened up this weekend. They opened up the state park. I was very surprised that they were able to get it this much. It was just so much devastation that it was pretty remarkable to me that they were able to get it open this fast. So I thought today we would go over there and check out the state park. I went ahead and bought tickets. They had some reservations. I think there may be limited parking up there, so I got a reservation, got a ticket, and we're gonna go head up and visit Chimney Rock State Park. So please follow me. Now, the main road into Chimney Rock is still inaccessible, so the GPS has routed us through Lake Lure here, and you can definitely see a lot of the remaining hurricane damage. You see how it's torn up the river here. See all the exposed dirt from when the river swelled and came crashing through here. So it says this is the Lake Lure flowering bridge. Looks like kind of a garden that extended onto this old bridge, and as you can see, part of the bridge taken out completely by the hurricane. Yeah, this is the flowering bridge here. You can see there's still a bunch of soil placed on top of the bridge there from when the water would have ran over. See the bridge itself cracked and broken, and huge pieces of wood jammed up under the bridge. Yeah, again, all the communities around the mountains still recovering from what happened last fall. See more destruction down here where the river has come all the way up here and destroyed some of these houses along the road, houses and businesses. You can see how far the river is there and how far it came up. See, this hotel here was destroyed in the hurricane. You can still see the mud coming up to here. It filled these rooms. You can see in the room there. Looks like this would have been a nice little place right by the river at one point. But then the river came up behind it and absolutely destroyed it. Yeah, this hotel would have been the Geneva. It says Riverside Grill, fun food and spirits. You can see that beautiful mountain in the background. The river runs behind it. They've done some effort for cleanup. You can see some things dragged out of the rooms. Toilet there. Have the mattress. I guess this would have been the lobby in here. Let's see the fireplace, the stairs. We can, if the ground's safe, we can maybe peek in here and look out this back. Yeah, look at this back area here, where you can just see the destruction. Back behind here, everything wiped out. Headed into Chimney Rock Village here. This has been like the little tourist village for people visiting Chimney Rock. Just a lot of natural beauty around this area. And I think that is the bridge that's going to allow us to go up and see the state park. That is a temporary bridge, so they have not repaired the bridge, or not completely. They need to build a new bridge, but in the meantime, they have secured a temporary bridge that will allow people to enter the state park. The police officer there did ask me to not stop on the side of the road. He said that it's considered unstable still, so they're not done enough to consider that stable. He just said to keep driving, keep moving, don't get out of the car. You can go to the state park, but and you can see down here up ahead, that's the little town of Chimney Rock, the town onto the temporary bridge up to the Chimney Rock attraction. Yeah, this is the temporary bridge here. Pretty good for a temporary bridge. Pretty solid. It's park access 1.5 miles ahead. But yeah, I guess, you know, it's good they got the park open. They said the ground could still be unstable. You know, they've not done enough to fix it up, so they just don't want people stopping, which I completely understand. Of course, I wanted to get out and look, but and the police officer was very, you know, he was nice. Just let me know, you know, please don't park, please don't stop, please don't park here. Just go on. Looks like there's been some major repairs to this road itself to get it open. I know a lot of money and hard work went into getting the state park opened so quickly, and definitely can appreciate that. And just my heart breaks for the community here and what they've gone through. Yeah, you see the black asphalt here. It looks like this part has been completely repaired. So huge chunks of this road were washed out and needed to be repaired. And you know, for this section, it looks like they've done some remarkable work, you know, in the past 8-9 months. And here is Ticket Plaza. This is where we check in at. These are their park happenings. It says, "We're so happy to welcome you back. We appreciate you." And we are in Chimney Rock Park. Jen had actually sent me a message on Friday. She had seen somewhere that Chimney Rock was actually open. I think it actually opened on Friday. Sent me a message and let me know. So I went ahead, booked a ticket. I think the tickets are like $17, $18 just to get in. And then the parking reservations are free. I think they just want to know how many people are going to be up here, kind of a timed entry. You know, whenever you're doing They're doing a big opening. Of course, they, have had repairs. They've been closed for 9 months, and so I guess probably just trying to control the flow of people coming in to the property. On the drive up, it did look like there had been a lot of repairs on the road. A lot of the curves looked like they had been washed out. So just an immense amount of money and immense amount of human time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears gone into opening this park. Actually, pretty remarkable. Now, like I said there, I pulled off to show the bridge, the temporary bridge that we crossed over, and then a cop came on his microphone, told me to get back in my car and keep moving. So I did. He pulled up next to me, and he was just like, this is all still considered unstable. Like, I guess the pull-offs by the river. So he's like, we just ask that you stay in your car, keep moving, and go. You can go up to the park, obviously, but everything else is kind of off limits. Don't get out of your car down there. So obviously, follow the rules. I'm not going to get out of and look at the rest of the community down there. And got a little glimpse of it coming up. There's definitely stuff there. Like, I wasn't sure how much would be left. There definitely, you could see down there. There was like, their little village. There was buildings still standing. You can only see the very front of it, because there's just like a whole little village down at the bottom of the mountain, restaurants, gift shops, that sort of thing. So got a little glimpse of it, but can't really go in that area because the road is closed and you can't get out of your car. Just curious how much is left down there. There's some, but I'm sure a lot of it's probably washed away, and then a lot of it, even what I saw down there, there's no telling if the progress of those buildings, if they're going to be open anytime soon, if because that water, that mud gets in the building, it can pretty much ruin the building even if it didn't knock it down. And when we checked in, we were given a map of all the property, and there is a lot of long trails here, so definitely more than you can do in one day. And it is still very hot, so I don't know what, I haven't decided quite yet what I'm going to be doing as far as Chimney Rock Park. You can see there's some very, very long trails. I'm sure they have absolutely beautiful views. We'll just play it by ear, see what happens when we get up there. So it is currently 87 degrees, so pretty hot today. It's been even hotter the rest of the week. I think it's actually starting to cool down a little bit, so we'll see. I'll drink some water and see how far we can get at Chimney Rock today. You can see the beautiful bathrooms here. You have the groundhog and there. That's Chimney Rock itself right there. But you can see the whole terrain here in the bathroom. I assume the views will be even better once we get up in the mountain, and I'm sure the views up there are better than the views in the bathroom. Of course, when you go to that bathroom, the first thing you see is that groundhog mural, and they actually have had Groundhog Day celebrations here in the past, where they, the groundhog predicts if winter is coming or spring is here. Now, I remember they had at one point they had a groundhog named Grady, who had a neurological condition, so he just kind of walked in a little circle, and then Grady passed away. I got a chance to meet Grady, but he passed away and then was replaced by a groundhog named Greta. I actually came out on Groundhog's Day and saw Greta. That was the first time I'd ever seen a groundhog. Went out to see a groundhog on Groundhog's Day. Since then, I've been to Punxsutawney, but that was really cool to have the experience to see a groundhog on Groundhog Day. And then I remember she predicted. I remember that year she predicted that be 6 more weeks of winter, and then I think she also predicted the Super Bowl. They gave 2 buckets of corn, and she picked which team would win the Super Bowl. And actually, over here they have the Animal Discovery Den. And much like the bathrooms, they have the beautiful murals in here. There you can see Chimney Rock. And what else we got? We got some turtles. Have the eastern box turtle. Occasionally get one of these in my yard. There's an eastern king snake there. This over here talks about the different snakes, and me and Jen were just having a conversation about snakes. She was wondering about if there was any venomous snakes in the area. She didn't know what to watch out for. And yes, there are a couple venomous snakes here in West North Carolina. The timber rattler, it's a giveaway because it has a rattle. It's a rattlesnake. and then the copperhead. They're pretty scary looking. You see one copperhead, you pretty much know they are not to be trifled with. But all these other non-venomous snakes. You can see the black rat snake. I think I saw one of these once that was huge. It was like 6-7 feet long down by the river. There's a pretty albino corn snake there. Always wonder why they call them corn snakes. Do you think they like eating corn? Then back behind the building, they have, it says they have a possum and a groundhog. It says I'm currently off exhibit. The possum's not there. And, oh no, the groundhog's not there either. Guess we'll have to catch them next time. And here from the parking lot, you can see it. Chimney Rock itself, that iconic outcropping of rock. See, with the U.S. flag on top. Another Chimney Rock memory for me is the time I came out here for Christmas. They actually have Santa himself rappelling down the Chimney Rock. He has like a, rock climbing equipment and rappels down the Chimney Rock because, of course, Santa comes down the chimney to deliver presents. So only fitting that he rappels down Chimney Rock. And of course, one of the rules on this channel, no Crocs on rocks. So we're going to switch to some more appropriate mountain climbing shoes. There we go. And even down here from the parking lot, there's a pretty spectacular view. Actually, at this point, it's kind of a horrifying view because you can see the damage from the hurricane right there, like a big scar ripping across the land from where the river swelled. But this is what I like to see. We have 8 pressed pennies here, 2 machines, 4 pennies a piece. We got the rock itself, the waterfall, the devil's head. There's an owl. And then, there's more images of the rock, a hiker, and of course you gotta have a black bear if you're here in the mountains. Looks like the credit card machines are not working on here. Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt down some dollars. Alright, went inside the gift shop, got a fistful of ones that we're gonna be inserting into the pressed penny machines. Here's a penny drop. And we start our day with a pocket full of pennies. Looks like they're having an animal encounter over here in just a few moments.
His story was he was found under a sheet of metal at a construction site in the wintertime, and someone found him. He was just a baby. They took him home. They kept him in an aquarium for about a year until they realized, I don't want a pet snake. In trees.
This is Steve the rat snake.
So they are able to climb. Since Waffle has red or orange
Eastern
eyes.
box turtle. Hey, Waffle.
He has.
Oh, here it comes.
She's sleeping. I had to wake her up.
Oh, there is the possum. Sleepy possum.
Alright, everybody. Meet Valentine.
Valentine the
Valentine is,
possum.
of course, our Virginia opossum.
Oh,
And
look
this
at that.
mammal is our oldest
Their
mammal
ears.
here in North America.
Hey, Valentine, how are you? Oh, so soft.
And she's very used to people.
She said they couldn't bring the groundhog out today because it's actually too hot. Groundhogs hate hot, sweltering days, just like the rest of us. Guess first we're going to check out the nice cave. And what a nice cave it is. And yeah, that actually is pronounced nice. Nice. All right. Oh, this is a little bit spooky down here. It's nice and cool, though. Yeah, as we're descending here, it gets more and more cool. You can see the formations there. Can't go any further. Have it blocked off. Apparently there are bats down in here. I don't see any. Don't see any little bats right now. And look at these stairs here winding all the way up to the top of the rock. You know what? I'm taking the elevator. And yes, there actually is an elevator built in to the rock here that'll take us up to the top. You can see how deeply this cavern is in the mountain. And look at this, rocks older than dinosaurs. I've actually heard the reason you will not find fossils in the Appalachian Mountains is because these mountains are older than bones. And yes, the Appalachian Mountains formed literally before nature created the concept of bones. This is so far back here. This is like, the most like claustrophobia inducing idea of being in an elevator this deep in the mountain. It's been a little while since I've been up here. Is this? Oh, okay, that's just a regular elevator.
2 seconds. Ooh, yeah, have you been here before?
No.
All right, well, welcome. And we're inside the belly of a mountain right now. And
That's it right there.
yeah, and you can look out for miles below. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
The bathrooms in here, it's like a deep dark cave. You have those cool murals in here as well. See, there's Devil's Head Rock above the urinal. The elevator takes us up here to the gift shop, which has a pretty beautiful view. Again, a beautiful view, but you can see that horrific scar that the hurricane left in the landscape. And this way to the chimney. As we head out these doors here, there it is. Chimney Rock. Wow. Yeah, look at that.
And they go like this. Well, if they do that, they can do that. I know.
You can look down and see, again, that big scar running along there from Lake Lure along the highway here. And we can look down into the village. And yeah, I can see the bridge that we took to get into here. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know how much is left of the actual village down there. You can see the bulldozer stuff pushing dirt around, trying to get things to some semblance of how they used to be. Here's the Lake Lure lookout. Yeah, we can get another look at what the landscape has become down here. Gosh, yeah, it does just blow me away. You really can see just the catastrophic damage that a hurricane can do from up here. But without further ado, let's head up the chimney. I think she said 44 stairs. After all the stairs I've been walking up recently, that's nothing compared to the lighthouses and monuments. Yeah, we are pretty high up here. You can see the staircase down. Here we are on the top of the chimney. You can see the windswept trees here jutting out of the rock. And that giant US flag up there on top. But if you do love stairs, there are plenty of stairs to climb Take those stairs up there to those stairs. See the parking lot down there. Oh, looks like there may be some rain coming in from that direction. Some rock climbing. Oof. Oh my gosh, almost wiped out. Yeah, we're at an elevation of 2,280 feet. Get a little bit of a look down there at the village. And there are quite a few buildings still down there, which is definitely good. Hopefully those can open back up. Doesn't look like anything is open up right now. And then you can see where they are building the new road. This entire road was gone, just wiped off the map by the floodwaters. And it does look like a fair amount of traffic going that way. I think that's only local traffic. That doesn't take you to that you can't. I can't get home from there. I think it does dead end at some point where they're not finished with the construction. And it does look like that. It does look like that rain is coming in pretty quick here. I think this is the highest point that you can actually stand. So get my feet up here. Some graffiti here in the stone. I don't know who was able to chisel that in there. Yeah, just look at that. That sweeping view here. Yeah, really, this park really is a treasure, and it is. I'm so happy that it is back open. Okay, I think we're gonna head back down, and I guess we're gonna head back up on the other side and climb up there. And let's go for it. No bears on stairs. This formation back in here, known as the Opera Box. Little cave with a view. You're supposed to sit in the Opera Box because it's got kind of a low ceiling. From the Opera Box, you get that iconic view. You see this picture on postcards, paintings, everywhere. Image of the Chimney Rock there with the American flag waving. And now up the tower. Yeah, you better be a fan. Better be a fan of stairs coming out here to Chimney Rock. See all the people conglomerating on top of the rock. See more of those rains off in the distance. Okay, we go that way for Exclamation Point, and that way for the Devil's Head. Well, we gotta see the devil. Gotta see the Devil's Head. Okay, Devil's Head is just right. It was just right around the corner. You can see the sign there. Devil's Head. Here's some thunder rolling in the background here at Devil's Head. And where is the Devil's Head, you ask? The Devil's Head is just right over here. There he is. The devil. And now that the devil is out of the way, let's go see Exclamation Point. As we walk along the trail, again, beautiful views. I don't know how many more stairs there are up ahead. Yeah, make no mistake. Chimney Park, the chimney itself is easy to get to. It's about 40 stairs, 44 stairs maybe. But a lot of what there is to see at Chimney Rock State Park is, you know, you do have to hike. You have to hike trails. You do have to walk up stairs, up the side of a mountain. So it's gonna be a day of physical exertion. Yay, more stairs. I really want to see Exclamation Point. This is a strenuous hike. I do try to, well, when I'm home more, I do try to walk, get out and walk. And you know what, I do stay active. You guys see in the videos, go into theme parks, go into attractions. I don't go on like a lot of hikes, a lot of strenuous hikes. Most of my walking is done on flat surfaces. So people just passed by and they were much younger, much faster, in much better shape than I was. And they told me that they gave up going up to Exclamation Point. I really want to see it. I hate halfway doing anything. I hate walking all this way and then turning around. So I think we're going to go a little further. I think we're going to try to, how much taller could this mountain be? Oh my gosh. There are so many stairs. So many stairs on this trail. When you look on the map, it just doesn't seem that far. But, whew. When you're actually walking up the side of a mountain on staircases, it feels a little further. Path is flattened out a little bit, and we get some more beautiful vistas. Hey, we actually made it. Here it is. Exclamation Point. Elevation 2,480 feet. And there we go. I exclaim that I have made it to Exclamation Point. It's right through the middle of the valley there. You can see that that new road that's been built. Wow. Yeah, this was worth it. It was a long hike, but this is beautiful. And you know, you get a feeling of accomplishment when you climb a mountain. And just surveying the town, it looks like you know, that little patch of buildings right before the entrance was saved. When you're looking down on the road there, you can see on the temporary road. So you can see the new road that they've just built. Then alongside it is a temporary dirt road that they had to build in the meantime because literally there was no road. The road was just gone. So they've done quite a bit to rebuild, and you can see that, yeah, winding along there. The temporary gravel road alongside that new asphalt road. It's starting to rain a little bit here on top of Exclamation Point, but honestly the rain feels kind of nice. I was smart enough to bring some water this time. But as we head back down, it looks like there is a lot of rain coming this way. Sound of the rain in the forest. It's kind of peaceful. Back down the stairs. Fortunately, it was a lot quicker getting down than it was getting up. Oh yeah, forgot about these stairs here. Look how high above the rock we are. Made our way back to the chimney. We can go back to the gift shop and take the elevator down, but there is also this trail that will take us back down to the parking lot level. So down here underneath Chimney Rock, we have another rock that you can climb up. This is Pulpit Rock. So we got to climb down these stairs and then back up those stairs to get to the top of Pulpit Rock. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, and look at this. Absolutely amazing view of Chimney Rock itself. So yeah, if you want the best views, you go up to Chimney Rock. If you want the best views of Chimney Rock, you come down here to Pulpit Rock and look up at Chimney Rock. But Pulpit Rock itself is kind of interesting. It almost looks like a face to me. You see the eyes there, the mouth. So we have some more rock formations to check out down here. Vista Rock, Subway, and Grotto. Let's, I guess, head through the subway. Has anyone been counting the stairs? Because I've lost count. We've made it to the subway, which is a creepy hole in the side of the rock. Can I even fit in there? All right, let's go. Let's go for it. Why not? Oh, I almost slid. That would have been bad. It would have slid and hit my head on the rock. Yeah, the ground is like, whew, the ground is like slippery, and you're crouch walking. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm more worried about, falling and sliding or banging my head. I think the worst would be if I slid and then banged my head. Oh. All right. We've escaped the subway. And then into the grotto. Looks like the grotto is kind of like the opera box up there. A little sheltered area. You can sit down here and enjoy the view. I guess this would be good if it was like raining really hard or something like that, or super sunny outside. This maze of stairs makes me feel like I'm in an Escher painting. I guess we're going back up because we got one more rock to see. Vista Rock. Oh goodness. Okay, we're down at the very base of Chimney Rock. Get a good look at it from below. And our final lookout, Vista Rock. It says, do not throw rocks. There are people below. Yeah, looks like you could, if you chucked a rock off here, you'd be landing on those people. Be cracking those people's skull open. And if you throw a rock really far, you could hit someone's car. But yes, our final vista. We begin our final descent. Looks like we exit through this crevasse. And there it is, our final stair of the day. Oh wait, here's 3 more. And we've made it back down to the ground level gift shop. A selection of shirts there. Some different bags. Like I mentioned, that's kind of the iconic image there of Chimney Rock State Park. This one's got a couple different things. The rock, an owl, a black bear. Didn't see any bears today. Some Christmas ornaments. Got the sign there. A bear that says, I love my grandpa. As we exit the park here, I'm not going to get out of the car because I was instructed not to, but I think we are going to drive through the village without getting out of the car just to take a look. You know, you can see these places look like they are rebuilding. But then once you reach this point, there's really not a lot left. It looks like they don't want us going any further than that. So we'll take a look at the other side of the road here. It does look like, it looks better than I thought it would. And it looks like people are doing a lot of hard work to get things up and running. Nothing is open. Nothing is open yet, but looks like it's making progress. Of course, the state park reopening is a big deal, and hopefully we'll get a lot of business to these different businesses relatively soon. Yeah, there's the post office. So thank you for coming and joining me as we visit Chimney Rock State Park, the newly reopened Chimney Rock State Park. Closed for 9 months, just reopened a couple days ago. and great to see it open. Very encouraging. The Hurricane Helene was very, very devastating for Western North Carolina. A lot of these communities still just trying to get back to some semblance of normalcy, still just rebuilding almost from the ground up. You know, it doesn't get mentioned in the news anymore, but the community's still struggling. You know, again, the hurricane absolutely devastated. Not only, you know, you heard about Asheville, and Asheville was hit very, very badly, but a lot of these small communities, you know, they don't get as much attention because they're out here where they're quiet. It's quieter. People don't. It's not as visible, but yeah, communities like Chimney Rock, like Lake Lure, struggling, and these are communities that a lot of times do rely on tourist dollars to survive. And the hurricane came at the worst possible time. They missed their entire tourism season last year. So very encouraging that Chimney Rock is back open before, you know, the big fall tourism season that we get here in the mountains. I hope that all those businesses, they looked like they were gearing up, working really hard to get open. I hope they can all get open in time for the tourism season. You know, if you love the mountains, if you love the attractions here in the mountains, come spend your money here. Chimney Rock, a great classic attraction here in the mountains. This is a very physical attraction. You know, it's easy to come see the chimney itself, the rock, but if you want to do any more of the trails, it is a lot of work, but it is worth it. I feel good for having exercised a little more than normal today. But yeah, if you love these communities, you want to help these communities, come out, come visit, come spend your money here. It helps the locals. You help them get back on their feet, and come and enjoy places like Chimney Rock and Lake Lure, and what they do have to offer at this point. Again, thank you for coming with me. If you do like these videos, please subscribe. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun, random stuff. If you're interested in receiving a postcard once a month from me, you can sign up for Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard. If you're interested in some merchandise, we have the souvenir shop. The link for that shop down below. If you'd like some motel key fobs, press pennies, enamel pins, or other fun stuff. And still doing personalized messages on Cameo, if you're interested in that. Again, all these things are in the description of the video, and all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.